me from. So now the enemy thinks that Job's going to have a major setback. But Job's faith remained the same. Job's faith remained the same. No matter if my spouse tipped out there on me, my faith is going to remain the same. No matter how much money my cousins have around me, slinging dope all around me, my faith is going to remain the same. No matter what the enemy tries to whisper in my ears, they can talk about me just as much as they please. My faith is going to remain the same. The enemy was so confused that at this particular time, he realized he couldn't change Job's faith, so he began to attack his health. This is the reason why people are getting sick and don't even know what's going on. They're getting sick because the enemy wants to attack their faith. But I still stand before you at 5'10", 165 pounds, telling the enemy right now, come hell or high water, you won't change my faith. You won't change my faith. So once he began to get sick, people begin to talk about it. Well, ain't nothing but us here, so I might as well say how I feel. It's all good. We're going to get out the glory. Derek, you might as well be one of us. It's okay. You ain't got to pause it. Y'all know how Negroes act once they see somebody falling off. We always say something wrong with them. Child, do you know what's going on? Baby, ain't nothing going on. I'm just going through a storm, and I'm trying to find my way out. The devil got me where I can't eat. The devil got me where I can't think. The devil got me where I think that my own mama is against me. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm just going through a storm. But even though I'm going through a storm, you might say I caught something. Maybe my car got repossessed. But I'm still going to give God the praise that he deserves. I'm glad you step back in, Miss Vicky, but you one of us. Y'all know how we do. Have you saw her? Have you saw him? Have you saw that car? They used to ride around town with their arms hanging out. Now they ride by and they don't even want to speak to you. It's not that they upset with you. The enemy has them in a whirlwind. The enemy has them don't know if they're going or coming. But I stand before you right now. Devil, you can do whatever you want. My faith is going to remain the same. But see, the devil's tricky. What I just realized this morning about 11:15, the devil is tricky. So after the devil realized, after he killed his children, he took all his possessions, his 3 friends, which were technically the church, they came before him as well, and they tried to stop his flow. Then the devil put his nagging wife in his ear, and she told him, you should curse the devil and die. Oh, I think I'll stay right there, because I want you to know that it's not always your nagging wife in your ear. Sometimes it's your ungrateful husband that don't want you to be happy. I know the church will get quiet when I say that. It's not always the woman's fault, but y'all, sometimes it's the man's fault as well. Have you ever came from church and you had a smile on your face, and as soon as you walk through the house, that lopsided booger piss you off? That's the spirit that God don't want you. And sometimes it ain't your spouse, it's your children. Sometimes it ain't your spouse, because your spouse and you are on one accord. But you must understand you got some evil spirits inside your house that need to get out and do their own thing. If you act like you grown, you're going to do what grown people do. Grown people pay bills. Grown people buy. So then, he had this nagging spirit.
That's why I got them, Pastor.
He had this, he ain't gonna never have none. He had this nagging spirit. He had this nagging spirit. You got to understand, y'all, what took place. His wife began to talk to him in his ear, and she wanted him to turn away from God. What I'm trying to figure out, if you see what God has done for us, why do you want me to turn away from God? It seems like you'll be in the face of God praying for your husband. I think I just lost some of y'all. y'all. Instead of upsetting the one that always had your back from day one, when both of y'all didn't have a pot to piss in and the winner to throw out, you should be able to walk out the lawn and look what God has done. You should be able to look at your furniture and see that Renaissance is paid for. You should be able to see what the Lord has done. So rather than upsetting the one that pushed you to your destiny, you should be praying. You should be praying for. Yeah. Now to preach myself happy this morning. It seems like the storm in Job's life wouldn't end. We almost out here. It seems like the storm in Job's life wouldn't end. I say that only because you feel just like Job right now. As the old folks used to say, if it's not one thing, well, I would cuss, but it's another. You're still trying to figure out how in the world can you rob Peter to pay Paul, and you ain't even figured out what Peter is. But you're still trying to figure out how can I pay this bill to work this out, y'all. This is only because you're tired of smiling on the outside, but on the inside you all broken up. I thank God said it again, because right now God just gave me x-ray vision, and I can look right through you, and I see you crying in the inside. I see you trying to figure out, Lord, what do you want for me? What direction do you want me to go in? But God wanted me to drop this little birdie in your ear. I don't care how you feel on the inside. Never let the enemy know how you feel on the outside. So even when I'm lost, even when I'm confused, I'm still going to have a smile on my face. I'm still going to have a smile on my face now. Whether you want to believe it or not, we in Job chapter 40.
Yes, sir.
Whether you want to believe it or not, we in Job chapter 40.
Yes, sir.
The year is 1520 BC. And if you were to double dutch back to chapter 38, God stops the rain in Job's life. Job was going through a situation, and out of nowhere, God stopped the rain. How many of you in here want God to stop the rain in your life? So as he goes there, he stops the rain. And God begins to reveal to Job that I am the great I am.
Great I am.
In chapter 39, because I'm trying to work my way back up to chapter 40, he continues to open Job's eyes. He says, does the hawk fly by your wisdom? Oh, Lord have mercy. Can the rain off your voice? Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying. Do you send the lightning bolts their way? Oh, y'all still don't hear what I'm saying. Who provides the raven to have food? Y'all still don't understand what the Lord is trying to tell Job. Then he had the nerve to tell Job, who knows when the mountain goats get ready to birth? Y'all still don't hear what the Lord is telling Job. Then God had to get a little deeper. He said, y'all, does the eagle mount up at your command? Job at this particular time realized he's not in control of nothing, y'all. But then y'all, God gave Job a chance to speak his peace. What I like about God, he'll always give you a chance to speak your peace. But what I realized, y'all, once I begin to do further research about Job replies and say, I'm unworthy. Do I have any unworthy people in here who realize I shouldn't have what I have? Mother, I know your car sounds like a truck, but guess what? There's some people on your level that wish they had a car that sounds like a truck. I know your house might be tore up from the floor up, but there's somebody up under the bridge that wish they had a house. Job says, I'm unworthy. Oh, I'm unworthy. But I like what Job said after he said he was unworthy. He said, I will put my hand over my mouth. Boy, I know I can preach right now. Job said, I'll put my hand over my mouth. Slow it down, D. I want to catch this right here. And I want to ask you a question this morning. When will you close your cotton picking mouth? I need to ask you a question this morning. When will you close your mouth and let God move for you? When will you close your mouth and let God work for you? When will you say, all right, God, I've had enough. I realize I can't fix my problem. I can't fix my situation. From now on, I'm going to close my mouth so you can work it out for me. The reason why you're not happy, the reason why you're not succeeding, because you keep your mouth open. But God said right now, if you would close your mouth, I'll be able to work for you on your behalf. If you close your mouth, I'll fix your husband problem. If you close your mouth, I'll fix your mother problem. But as long as you keep telling me what I need to do, I'm going to let you stay down there and suffer with all them no good. I'm going to let you stay down there. Because think about this.
Yes, sir.
If you were able to bring yourself out of the storm you're in right now, you would have did that a long time ago.
Yes.
But then God tells Job to act like a man.
Well.
That's the reason why some of us still can't get right, because you ain't acting like a man. But God told Job to act like a man and say what's on your mind. Job, at this time, he finally realizes that if it wasn't for God who was on his side, he'll be dead, sleeping in his grave. Job realizes how foolish he was demanding to speak to God. That goes out to all our demanding people that always want things their way. Baby, if you point at me, how many fingers point back at you? Because we got some demanding folk in here who think it should always go their way. And as soon as they get mad, they want to cuss you out and go out the door and slam it. Well, I stopped by here to let you know everything's not made your way. But watch this right here, because they're going to break through. Job begins to pray for his friends. Job began to pray for his friends. That means Job had to step outside of self. And he had to realize, really, baby, it's not about me. Because, baby, if you had to do that to me for you to get over, I'm glad you did what you did. But in return, I'm going to pray for you because I realize you lost the best friend you could ever have. If you had to do what you did to me, you lost the best brother-in-law, the best sister-in-law, the best cousin that you could ever have, y'all. But what I like about people that talk about us like a dog, what I like about people that go behind us and do nasty things, they have no idea that all they did was push Job to his destiny. So the next time somebody does something wrong to you, don't get upset, don't cuss them out, don't tell them what you're going to do to them, but I want you to congratulate them because they have no idea. They just pushed you to what God has for you. The people that talked about him, y'all, they had no idea. They pushed Job to his purpose. That's why I get excited when folk got something to say about Brandon. I get excited when folks still think I sell dope. Have you walked in my yard lately? Have you saw 3 cars now on the road? It must be evident that the only thing I got for sale is these dope sermons on Sunday morning. But once you begin to step foot in the house of God, you'll realize that we serve a God who's still in the blessed business. Whoa. I'm almost out of here, y'all. I'm going to stand up. I'm almost around the corner here. I go. You must understand that, y'all. If she had not cursed Job and told him to die, she would have never pushed him to his breakthrough. That's why I'm happy when people cuss about me. Because the thing that I realize about fake folk, they'll only talk about you behind your back. But as soon as you come up in their face, there go my homeboy. There go my homegirl. Baby, I ain't new to this. People been hating on me. People been talking about me. I know how to deal with you with a long handle spoon. God told me to love you. He didn't tell me I had to deal with you. So in return, after he prayed for him, Miss Sams, God gave him back twice as much as he had. I think y'all just missed that. If you want twice of what you got right now, pray for the one that despitefully use your name. I'm praying for them right now, even as they look like a demon before me. I'm praying for the ones right now that always got something to say about me. You must understand what happened to Job. The same one that talked about him, they begin to come to his house with silver and gold. I think y'all missed it. The same one that said he should curse God and die. Guess what? She was sitting beside him receiving the silver and gold. The same one that says you should go before God and repent because you did wrong. They was bringing silver and gold back to his house. You must understand, y'all, that God trusted God while he was going through a storm. But I got to drop this burden in your ear before I go, ladies and gentlemen. The only way he survived the storm was because he put on the whole armor of God. He didn't just pick out one piece, but he put on all the armors of God. I can fancy in my mind, I hear Job saying, I got to put on the helmet because I need salvation. I got to put on the breastplate because I got to be righteous. I got to put on the shield because I need some faith while I'm out here fighting these no good Negroes. I got to put on the belt because everywhere I go there's no truth around me. I got to keep the sword in front of me so when they come up next to me I can bump them with the word of God. And I got to make sure I got on some Gucci shoes because when they see me they got to see God. When you see me you got to see God in me. Don't look at what I represent but look at what's inside of me. I need y'all to understand that sometimes in life you are just picked out to be picked on so God can pick you up. Ain't nobody heard what I said. I think I say it again. Sometimes in life you got to be picked out to be picked on so the hand of God can pick you up. So I don't need you getting upset no more when people pick on you, because you must understand that if they're picking on you, God is getting ready to pick you up. God is getting ready to pick you up over your problems. God is getting ready to pick you up over your circumstances. So now I can give God praise because I understand. Maybe I was lost a long time ago, but now I understand. In the midst of every storm, a blessing is on the way. So I need you to realize while you're going through that storm, a blessing. While you're going through that storm, a blessing is on the way. While you're in the midst of that storm, God is getting ready to pick you up. Yo, I'm excited right now about being broke because I know that God did not design Brandon J. Sams Sr. to be broke. I'm happy about the little hell that's in my house because I know what God is getting ready to do inside my house. I understand and realize that if God is for me, I really don't care who is against me. As the doors of the church now open, doors of the church now open.